Hey everyone, John Chow here from johnchow.com, and welcome to Driving with John Chow. The government shutdown has been going on for over a month now, and over 800,000 government employees are either furloughed or they're working for free. And I'm reading more and more stories in the news every day of the hardship they're facing. Like many of them have to borrow money, delay payments, get a second job, and a whole bunch of stuff. And some of them are going to food banks to get food and asking for handouts from their friends and family members. So so a lot of people are hurt. And I guess this shutdown has been helping me to reinforce a couple of lessons that I've learned a long time ago, and I want to share them with you. So I guess to help you prepare for any future disaster like this. If you're a government employee, this hopefully in the future help you prepare for future shutdowns or catastrophe or stuff like that. And the first lesson is always have an emergency fund. That's basically the first lesson. And so unfortunately, most of America, from what I read, almost over half of people living in the United States are basically one paycheck away from going broke. So in other words, if they don't get paid, if they miss one paycheck, they are in dire financial situation. And for judging by the stories I'm reading, food banks and all that other stuff, that stats is probably pretty true. So you should always, proper financial planning says you should always have an emergency fund. And then they recommend 3 to 6 months to cover living expenses for 3 to 6 months in case something like a government shutdown, or you're losing your job, or you get disabled, or whatever. In case something happens, you have this cushion to tie you over until things get back to normal again. Right. So 3 to 6 months is recommended. I have way more than that just in case. So you have that in place, and then you don't have to be scrambling like mad. Right. The second lesson that this reminds me. I like to say that I learned these lessons for the government shutdown, but actually I didn't. But there's a good reminder. The second lesson is always have multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. And I guess for the majority of these furlough workers, they only got one source of income, and that's their job with the U.S. government. Right? And if unfortunately something happens to their job, guess what? They are all in financial trouble. So it's to your advantage, or to your benefit, to have a second stream of income in case the mainstream income gets affected. All right. So like last year, one of the networks I dealt with that was responsible for a lot of money, like a huge part of my online income source, they went under. They got shut down, and I lost that stream of income. And luckily, it didn't affect me that much at all, because I have multiple income sources. There's my blog, there's affiliate marketing, there's YouTube videos, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I have I do multiple networks, email marketing, there's investments. And they all combine together to make a whole bunch of income sources. So in case one gets hit, I have these other ones that will keep on going, right? And if all the income sources gets wiped out, which, statistically speaking, never happened, but if all they get wiped out, I have my emergency fund and my investment to fall back on as well. So this prepares me for in case of financial catastrophe. But what it also does is it gives you tremendous financial peace of mind. So you're way less stressed, because you don't know, what if something happens to my job? What if something happens to my business? What if something happens? What's going to happen with me? What's going to happen with my family? If you have the emergency fund and you have multiple streams of income coming in, you greatly reduce the odds of that happening, and that just reduces a lot of stress in your life and gives you a lot of confidence moving forward. So how do you start? Well, like anything else, you start by just taking the first step. So the first step is getting a $1,000 emergency fund. This is just from the Gordon Ramsay 7 Steps baby plan. First step, $1,000 emergency fund. Before anything else, build the $1,000, keep it just for that emergency. Eventually built that to 3 to 6 months. And 3 to 6 months. So you might say, it sounds like when a lot of people, when they start thinking about this, they get overwhelmed with like, how do I do this? Like, it seems like 3 to 6 months, how am I going to save that up? That kind of stuff. You start with $1,000. You start with $1,000, baby steps, start with $1,000 and then build up. And same thing with the multiple streams of income. Oh my God, there's so many different ways to make money. What do I do? How do I do this? Start with the first one. Start with a blog. That's what I did. I started with a blog, and I built the blog, made the blog profitable. Then I expanded and add more and more income sources. Right? So you build it up, start small, build up. Because this was I built all this stuff part-time. This was not a full-time gig for me. And even today, this is still not full-time at all. Like, we're talking a couple hours a day. That's it's .com lifestyle. Basically what it is, .com lifestyle. Time freedom, money freedom, and location freedom. So that means not full-time. You still got your full-time job. You still work your full-time job, hopefully all paying off the bills and stuff, and hopefully you don't get furloughed or you get laid off or whatever. And you start developing these side hustle, these side gigs, the side income stream. You start building your emergency fund, and that is basically how you achieve the .com lifestyle and how you achieve financial independence. Right? So yeah, this is a good reminder. Like these 800,000 workers. I really hope the shutdown ends soon, because I read the stories, and people are hurting. People are really hurting. So I have empathy for them. I hope the shutdown ends soon. I hope everyone can get back to work, and I hope once you get back to work, they start thinking about emergency fund and creating multiple streams of income. So in case it happens again, they'll be ready. John Chow from JohnChow.com. Thank you very much for listening. If you like that message, give me a thumbs up. If you're brand new here, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share my video, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.